You heard me, didn't you?
Yes, my king.
Hello there.
Right this way. I'm afraid I must take you into custody. You, who put on a brave rebellion. I admire your bravery, but not your use of it. Opposing the crown is understandable, but also treason. We must all do what we must, but... Look, I'll be honest with you. I see my king as being misunderstood. Not exactly right, but not completely wrong either. Excuse me. My name is Tenya Iida, and I serve under King Karma. He is spoiled, if I might be so honest. It is for the best that he, learns things, what needs to be done. I, for one, understand your gripe. He has misused his power in subtle ways, but he is still learning. I assure you he tries his best. It is not an issue of intention, but rather one of glory and obsession of it. He wants to be loved, even if he doesn't understand the word. And to that extent, I understand how it must feel. It's never quite easy with words as complex and endearing as those. Me? Why am I talking to you? Why, of course. It is to, as the king says, re-educate you. In truth, I wanted to have a talk with you. I won't imprison you, but I must keep watch over you, as the law decrees. I shouldn't be abusing my status, but I don't see you as a criminal. You just spoke up in a moment of misjudgment. Your rebellion is not one of violence and hatred, is it? So long as it is not, I do not have to do anything drastic. I seek justice just as you do, but I think only through working together may my king understand. You see, when my king was still but a boy, I was his friend. We grew up together. Despite our differences and me being a minor noble, he set that aside, and many times has he fought for me, despite his harsh words. I owe him much, not only as my friend, but as my king. He has done much good, even if the outside, it may seem terrible. It is an attempt at levying things to be better than they were. As you know, following the 6-year war, it was tragic. Not only the plague, but all of the decimation wrought by the demons. I still wish them hatred this day. And yet still, I must continue to be vigilant. I know hatred just begots more hatred, but part of me agrees with the extremists that they are mere swine who wrought nothing but terrible dissidents. Oh, sorry. It seems I got caught up in myself. I want you to know that none of this is truly anyone's fault. It's a bad reigning status that cannot be sustained by what is already there. My king struggles day in and day out. He puts on the facade so the other nobles don't eat him alive. It is a sad but true conundrum. The world of nobles and royalty is not one so kind as people expect it to be. I particularly have seen quite nasty occurrences, poisonings, treachery. I needn't say more, but what I mean to tell you is, you must stick by me. Become a knight, and I will train you. Even if you don't intend to stay a knight. It's the, so to speak, re-education that my sire desires. It's important. It's not too difficult, I promise, and once it's done, you don't need to stay, but you're welcome to. Won't that be better? Having a place, rather than being destitute. Well, I don't mean to assume. Your clothing, I just assumed you were in dire straits. I am not trying to be rude, I thought that your clothing marred your beautiful looks. You have an air about you, that you could be royalty, like a gem hidden in coal. You're like a diamond, pardon me, I've spoken out of turn. Let's get down to business. We need to go this way. Just forget what you heard about my admiration. Well, yes, I feel strongly about it. But it was inappropriate of me. I should have behaved myself better. As a Lord Knight who serves under His Majesty, it is my duty to conduct myself with honor, as well as to do so in the orderly fashion. I believe in the way that amounts to the least casualties and the most gain. It's why my training is very strict. I hope you grow to understand it. Please, just bear with it for now. You can leave after, okay? You have my promise. On a knight's honor. Not just any knight. The Lord Knight of this kingdom. Please do not misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say that I'm someone above you. No, I've never viewed myself as such. Everyone born on this earth is equal, is what I'd like to say, though I hold a bit of grudge to the demons. You seem to be one of the exotic people. I've never met someone like you. Though that pattern in your eyes and the way you look, could it be you're something not human? Do not fear. It doesn't matter. Whatever you are, you're... What? But, look, I can tell you're not a bad person, but you should hide those before someone sees. You'll be wearing this hat during training. I don't want anyone to see those, and, as for that, wrap it around your waist like a belt. I know what I said. I don't recant my statement. You are a demi-demon, aren't you? A half-breed. That was rude of me to ask or assume. I see. I will treat you with honor as long as you deserve it. But if you should try anything in knight's training, I will be forced to put you down, like the many demons I killed in the 6-year war. In truth, while I hate your kind, it's not a just kind of hatred. And perhaps me knowing you, if you really are good-hearted, can teach me something of acceptance, where I didn't have it before. I don't hate you. I hate what happened during the war. That rage and hatred still burns, but I don't want to judge someone based upon my own past, my own faults, my own problems. I want to go beyond that. So, here, take this. I want you to come at me with all you've got, and I will retaliate. Have no fear, these are wooden swords. They won't do much more than hurt. Now, on guard. I'm afraid too slow. Now, what would we do if you did that in battle? You'd be done 3 ways like this. Your neck's wide open, your side and, well, never mind. It's best that you don't persist and make things, vulnerable. You must guard yourself, all the more because your heritage. It makes you someone in this kingdom that if anyone knew, you might be put to death for it. That is not justice. That is not right. And with starry eyes as you have, I can only think of you as much more pure than any demon I've known. I don't mean to assume that all demons are bad. I know there must be good ones out there. But it's still difficult. From my perspective, if I were to loosen my grip on the sword, what's to say it's not plummeted into my own heart? I only wish to defend, not to attack. But in order to defend you, I must teach you both. Now, prepare yourself, it's my turn. Oh, I'm sorry. I used too much force here. Are you all right? Did I injure you? You blocked with the sword, which was good. But I sent you off your feet. That isn't the intention at all. This way. No, I insist. I must keep you in my arms so that you don't get further injured. This is my responsibility. I will not let harm come to you, even if I need to put myself at risk. I will not let my honor die, and I will not let you suffer. Not now, nor ever. I swear it. Unless you do something unheard of. Do something wrong. Then I cannot defend you. If you are truly honorable as you say. And this is the least I could do. You're a shining star in the making. Did I ever tell you No, of course I didn't. The reason why I mention it so much, your eyes, they glisten like stars, and I get happy when I think of the stars because there's a balcony in the castle that you can look up and see the whole night sky littered with them. Ever since I was a little boy, I used to enjoy it. I thrive in places big and open, where I can see the stars in the sky. It's just in those open areas. I feel as though I'm alive. I feel as though I'm truly one with the world. Do you ever feel that? Surely, even with our distance between us, you've looked up at the stars some nights, haven't you? I see. So you came from underground. At some point. You must have suffered greatly in this kingdom. It is fortunate that I have met you under these circumstances. If not for me catching you, it would be impossible. No one else would show you fair. They would show you the anger of 6 years. It's not nice. Wars are not meant to be won or lost. There is no winner. They must be ended, no matter the cost. Unless we let the innocent suffer in our place. I would not have anyone suffer in my stead. And the reason why I feel strongly about you is I feel as though I've done many wrongs. Not only to demonkind, but to those who didn't yet deserve it. The king before karma. He was not quite so just. I had to... No. Never mind, it's just... I betrayed him. Even if he was evil. He did things I could never stand for, but I still betrayed my oath. Something no knight can truly live down. I'm sorry you have to see me this way. I rather enjoy your company. For someone who's from such a diverse background, you must tell me more. Do not worry. You are under my care. And we're almost there. To the healer. Yes. Court healer. Wait a moment. You're not the court healer. Who are you, knave?
Name's Denki Kaminari. I'm kind of a wizard in training. Well, sorcerer, wizard, you know the whole gist of it.
This will not do. Where is the court healer?
Well, I'm not sure. They were supposed to be here, and I guess they got sick or something. Not really sure, but maybe I can help you?
I'm not certain of that. Unless you know how to heal, then I'm afraid this is a misgiving.
Of course I know how to heal. That's like the basics of magic. You gotta learn it in order to learn the buzzy zap things. You know, those super cool things that I need to get good at, 'cause I'm in the front lines tomorrow.
Oh, so you're going as well. I too will be there. Under the prince. Well, not so much anymore, but...
Don't worry about it. He's doing fine. He's a good guy too. You know what I mean.
As I do. Well, if you can patch them up, just be gentle with them and...
Let me just see the head and... A demon? What are you doing, Iida?
I'd hoped this wouldn't come to this. This one is in the process of re-education. I'm training them to be a knight.
Something tells me that's not very pika-pika. Look, I don't think anyone's gonna argue with you because you're Lord Knight. Just make sure you don't regret this.
I assure you, if they betray us, I will handle things.
Well, that's good enough for me. I don't really mind it, 'cause I could just zap them, but, you know.
Your magic is yet incomplete. I know how it is. At least, in theory.
Yeah, well, let me go ahead and zap them. I mean, heal them. Nomatra Zen! Feeling any better? You should be right as rain now. You sure you're not a bad guy?
I assure you they're not. And if they decide to become one, they know the consequences. They are not bad nor anything else. They seem to just be someone who's lived a hard life.
I see. Well, I'm gonna keep looking for this fellow. I gotta find my teacher. See you two. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
Then I bid you farewell. Are you feeling all right? I'm sorry if you didn't want him to know, but I trust him. He would not unveil your truth. Besides, I think most are over that of the 6 Years' War. We've all suffered greatly. Both sides did. And likewise, as much as I'd like to deny it, us humans, we've done terrible things too. I never intended to, but it seemed as though it was a rock in a hard place. There was no choice between the decision, and I struck down those who shouldn't be. If you can't forgive me, I understand. And if when all this is finished you wish to challenge me, we can fight. But I'd much rather be someone you can depend on. Not just a mentor, but if I'm honest, I do see something in you that, for whatever reason, is quite concerning to me because I don't know how to express it. Love? Of course not. That is a term for royalty, not for a knight. We are married to our duty, and when you embrace me like this, it does so make me feel comfort and passion. Maybe it is, but I don't want to rush. Maybe we can take things slowly. And what am I talking about? I cannot just abandon my duties through the training. You be my star. That's humbling. I'm sorry. Sorry I ever doubted you. You truly are someone good. I know so because no evil could touch someone so softly or speak with such wisdom. I trust you, but I remain the same. If ever you betray the kingdom, if ever you betray what we promise, my star, then I will need to cut you down. Damn. To think you'd have such an enthralling effect. I have not met someone as vibrant as you. Knights are usually so gruff and none of them tender or no one to talk to about things as such. It's just an empty path, set for carnage, set for war. But I grow weary of such things. I do not want to lead a life where I just exist for one battle to the next. I do not want to cause harm and agony. I want to cause harmony and happiness. That alone is my goal. To make the world better, not worse. To give comfort, not bloodshed. Can you understand why I regret my actions? And as shameful as it is to admit it, I can't face them as is. There's too much. Too much that I need to atone for. Admittedly, that is what I need to figure out. Whether or not this is love or me feeling I need to repent for my sins. What I did was wrong. I may have even wronged you if I was still blind in my bloodshed. But when I hold you close in my arms like this, I can feel your heartbeat. You're no different than me, despite your horns and tail. I will not hate you, my star. I will give you as much happiness as I can. This night stands with you, and I will not allow sadness to win. I will not allow tragedy to leave a bad taste in the mouth of this world. I haven't the time to let things get out of hand. No longer will I be a slave to my duty. Not that I ever intended to, but I have done things I regret. My star, how is it? Are my words empty? Can you believe them? I may just be a human, but I am human with much love. I have never bore much hatred in my heart, and when I see you, it gives me hope. Hope for a future where knights are not needed, where we can have a life of our own. You and I, perhaps we can find a place. And if the king ever gets out of hand, while I am sworn to him, even he, I would run. I will not once again cave into my duties. My heart is something I closed off almost. But somehow meeting you has opened it. I feel as though I have the utmost passion, the utmost preparation for what needs to be done. And yet, I'm scared. What if I am just a man trying to atone? Instead of a passionate love, it would be a falsity. I do not wish this for you, and thus I must insist. We take things slowly. The last thing I'd want to do is give a false pretense to someone who honestly means something to me. It may just be a small glimpse, a glimmer, hope, passion, but it still exists in my heart as something I cannot deny. You exist to me, and are not just a prisoner, not someone to be re-educated, my star, but I want to see those stars in your eyes glisten with happiness. No matter what hardships you face, you are no demon in my eyes. At least, certainly not a bad one. And as I look at you, I see myself. Myself as the one who's far more dangerous. Myself as the one who bears the sin. You are innocent, and I will protect you. I swear it. I think it's an excuse. My passion is unkempt, and it makes me want to do things. Things that are unwise, and they may lead to troublesome things and misunderstandings and... You kissed me. I excuse me, how am I to take this? I'm truly happy, but... Demons, you don't eat food. You eat feelings? What do you mean by that? Is it that my love, my passion, it makes you feel calm? You can feel truth in it. So it's not just atonement. Are you certain? Even still, my love for you is not so fragile as... Why do I feel it? I question it. As I don't know what love truly means. In truth, it's just a fancy word to me. But I think I fancy you. I think I may grow too close to you, my dear apprentice. It's not entirely a bad thing, it's just when you kissed me, my heartbeat, it quickened and I felt my mind went blank. And is that a symptom of a demon kiss? No. Then what does it mean? Won't you tell me?